name is Amber Woods, and today I come to you for a new moon reading. This new moon of April 2019 is going to be in Aries at 4:50 a.m. on Friday, April 5th, 2019. And stay tuned till after the reading because I will be giving you 3 journal prompts for each card to really help you lay the intention and plant the seeds for this new moon, because the Aries is the first of the astrological signs. It's a fiery energy that invokes leadership and action, and it's a time to begin again, but with a fresh start. With this Aries new moon, it is very important to get very crystal clear on what your future looks and feels like. So this is where the journaling would come in. It would help you to really clarify exactly what you want your future to look like, exactly what you want to manifest. Or maybe you're more of a visual person, so a dream board would be really good to use. If you're more in tune to music, maybe dance to what you want your future to be like, or better yet, create a playlist that makes you feel the way that you want to feel in the future. What you want to manifest, make a playlist of that. Your yearly manifesting playlist. This reading will be a 3-card spread, past, present, and future, for the collective consciousness. I have used the intention, what is our hearts guiding us to manifest as a collective under this Aries new moon? And I ask that we be guided from our hearts, because Aries is a very fiery sign and it's impatient and it likes to get shit done. It could also feel uncertain as well because it just wants to push forward so much. Now, why I ask that we be guided from our hearts is because Aries a lot of the time likes to be ruled by its ego. And I apologize for any Aries out there that does take offense to what I'm saying. From my experience, it's what I found, and if this does bother you, maybe that's something to look into. Maybe that's a shadow that you need to delve into and find out what the root cause is. The goal of this reading is to find out what our hearts are telling us instead of what our egos are telling us. To cut through that foggy bullshit that our ego likes to throw into our face and make us feel like we have to listen to it, otherwise the world's gonna come to an end, and get to our heart center and really connect with our heart what we need as a collective to move forward, to manifest into this new world. So I hope you stay around, because if you do want to make this 2 or 3 times as effective, especially this new moon, which is really good for creating a fresh start, stay tuned after the reading because those journal prompts are on their way. All right, so I have done the spread already, and I've already grounded and centered, and I've already connected with my guides, and I already have a pretty decent grasp on what this reading is in front of me. In the past, there's the 4 of Swords. Presently, we have the 10 of Cups reversed, and in the future, we have the 5 of Pentacles. So let's just jump right in. The 4 of Swords. The 4 of Swords shows a lion resting. And I love that swords are blue because the swords are connected to the element of air, which is new beginnings, which is thought, which is intellect, which is communication. I don't know about you, but as a reader, for me, whenever I see a swords, I do connect it with the planet Mercury. I could be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know what the swords means to you. When we connect this to what we need our hearts to manifest as a collective, what I see in the past is that we have been working to tame our ego, or our ego has been taking a nap. And I like to associate our ego with the lion, with the king of the jungle, because of how this creature is almost forcefully calling our attention. It roars, it gets angry really quickly. It is the king, and it does not like to be tested as such, and will defend itself if it is tested. And this is why I compare the ego to the lion, is because our egos, when we are getting triggered, they do tend to fire up and defend us real quickly. Another way to interpret this card is Notice all the lush greenery on the side, like the lion is sleeping in this bountiful bed of flowers and vines. And this could represent that you have shown your ego the kindness and the luxury and the love that it deserves to see from you, and because of that, because it doesn't feel like it needs your attention because you're ignoring it, it's now laying down to rest. It's not jumping for control every second. And that's what I more see this card as, is that we have been aware that our egos can be an issue, and we have been forgiving ourselves for it and loving ourselves even with our egos being inflamed, because we're all human and we all make mistakes, and forgiving ourselves and just moving forward is the only way that we are going to evolve into better people. Now we move on to the present, which is the 10 of Cups reversed. And like with all of my reverse meanings, this is nothing bad. It's just a slight warning. It's just something to pay attention to. And what I see this card calling us to pay attention to is to really map out what we want to manifest. Is it for our greatest good, or is it hindering us? Or better yet, re-examine your view of the future that you want and see if it truly does align with you, or if you need to do some pruning so that you can manifest exactly what you want. When was the last time you really thought about what you want in the future? How often do you reevaluate? Because as you change, you will feel that certain things that were important to you in the past no longer align with you. And that's what this card is asking us to do, is examine what our ideal future looks like and to prune out what is no longer working for us. And in the future, we have the 5 of Pentacles. You can see it's dark. This woman looks like she is hurt because she's on crutches, but there's also the lunar phases above her, which I interpret as slow down. Listen to your body, listen to the cycles, listen to what you need. Because if you go too fast, you're going to hurt yourself. You will cause more harm in the future than good. It's the same idea of when you hit a resistance block, when you're doing personal growth. If you fight it, it's gonna be uncomfortable and it's going to take a lot longer. You're going to get out of that situation hurt and wounded. If you approach that resistance with love and with kindness and with forgiveness, you will move through that transition a lot more smoothly. And I'm not saying you're not going to get hurt in the process. It could be a lot worse. And that's what the 5 of Pentacles in the future is calling us to do, is when we do encounter a block or resistance, not to barrel through, but to listen to ourselves, listen to our bodies, treat ourselves like human beings that do get sick, that do get hurt, and slow down and love yourself. And that concludes this section of the reading. And now I'm going to move into the journal prompts that I promised for each card. Now for the 4 of Swords, the journal prompt that I suggest you use is, how have I shown my ego kindness? And does it need more forgiveness and more love than I have been giving it? For the 10 of Cups reversed, I'd say this is a 2-parter. So the first part, I would ask, what does my ideal future look like and feel like? Then I would ask, and does this ideal future align with my core values and beliefs? And for the 5 of Pentacles, the question that I would ask is, what area in my life have I been rushing through instead of savoring the little moments of happiness that I have? If your goal is only to get to the finish line, then you'll have missed the entire journey, and the journey is what really counts. Thank you for joining me in this reading. I really appreciate your participation, and please let me know if you found anything useful, if you disagreed with anything I said, if this really helped, because I am here for you, and all I want to do is help you wander through life with a little less resistance. If you like what you see, please follow me and subscribe because I release a new moon and a full moon video every month, so you'll get 2 videos per month that I do. If you want to catch up on social media, you can follow me at Amberwoods Tarot on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And please leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to know that my videos are adding value to your life. So thank you. I'm very grateful for you joining me in this reading. And have a blessed new moon. Sat Nam.